Hi everyone, I'm Rosie and welcome back to my channel. If you love almond croissants, you're gonna love this recipe. My almond croissant cookies are inspired by Brooki Bakehouse. These gourmet cookies have a generous amount of the same rich almond filling that you would find in an almond croissant, surrounded by a classic sugar cookie dough. They're crunchy on the edges and soft and full of almond flavor on the inside. They're definitely decadent, but surprisingly not too sweet. Let's get started. I'm going to start by making the sugar cookie base. I have 1 stick or 4 ounces of salted butter that I microwave for 15 seconds to soften. I add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup of white sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste. Vanilla extract will work just as well. Then I'm going to mix in 1 room temperature egg. I'm going to sift in 1 1/4 cup of flour and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm using bread flour here because that's the only white flour I keep on hand, but you can use all-purpose flour if you have that instead. The cookie dough already smells so good with the rich butter and warm vanilla. Using this massive half-cup cookie scoop, I'm going to make 5 cookie dough balls. The cookie dough goes in the fridge to chill while I make the almond cream. I have 6 tablespoons of salted butter that I again softened in the microwave for about 15 seconds. I'm going to add 1/3 cup of white sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 room temperature egg, 2 teaspoons of almond extract, and 2 tablespoons of flour. Lastly, I'm going to add 1 cup of fine almond flour. Almond flour can be on the expensive side, but I found an incredible price for a 3-pound bag. I'll include that link in the description box. Using a smaller 3 tablespoon scoop this time, I'm going to spoon out 5 portions of the almond cream. This will go in the freezer for about 15 minutes. I'm not going to show you my freezer because, well, it's a complete disaster right now. If you have some of the almond cream left over, go ahead and make almond croissants. If you want to see my hack for the easiest homemade croissants with no lamination, I'll link that video below in the description box. Or, if you happen to have some bread laying around, you can make both stock. Take your bread and spread a generous layer of the almond cream. Add some sliced almonds and toast it up. This fancy looking treat is so easy to make. Okay, back to the cookies. The almond cream doesn't have to be fully frozen. It just has to be cold enough where it's easy to handle. Take your chilled cookie dough and make a well in the middle. Add the almond cream and mold the cookie dough around the sides. I like to leave some space at the top so the almond cream can peek through. Then press sliced almonds onto the top. You'll want to freeze the cookies for at least 2 hours or overnight to ensure that they don't spread out too much when you bake them. If you want to freeze them for longer than overnight, wrap them with some plastic wrap or foil so they don't get freezer burn. When you're ready to bake, the frozen cookie balls can go directly into a 375-degree oven. If the edges are browning quickly, but the center isn't set yet, reduce the temperature to 325 degrees for the last 5 to 10 minutes of baking. The cookies are done when the edges are nicely caramelized and the center is just set but still a little soft. See how easy it is to make bakery quality cookies at home? I hope you give this recipe a try and let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more easy cooking and baking videos, and say hi in the comments. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!